But can we talk about why I really hit you up? Because you know what we was
Yeah,
texting about earlier. You know
that's
what
what
I
I was
wanted to
waiting
talk
on.
to you about. You know, we
That's what
did
I
the
was waiting on.
pleasantries for everybody else. You know, we talked the quarterbacks for the chat. We talked the quarterbacks for the views. But I hit you up because I want to talk about them linebackers. You
Yeah.
know, that's I need to know how you feeling because I don't know. I'm not feeling too good right now about the 5-5. So
What's
talk
up
to
with
me,
them, man?
man. Talk to me. How
What's
you
up with them?
feeling? You know that I
I
don't.
just think at this point I'm on a wave of I think this is who he is. I don't mean to
Oh,
be like that. I think this is who you can hear it in my voice. You can hear it in my voice. I
I
think
think that's how everyone feels right now.
it
It's
it,
just
it
I
depressed. Are
I
we going into
I'm
this next
sad
preseason
about
game
it.
expecting the
I
same
was
stuff?
sad about it. Like, bro, is this really
yeah.
just who he is? Maybe
I
I don't
just
want
don't
to.
think I don't think he finds the ball well. Like I don't know what his pre-draft information was. I just don't think he finds the ball very well. He loses the ball in those little
No,
moments
he
a lot.
does. He does.
Yeah, them little gap moments where it be a one step, he
Mm-hmm.
loses those a lot, and it's like it's just unfortunate. Like it might be unfortunate to be in the wrong defense. He
Yeah.
might be a 4-3 Mike
And
or a
you and
4.
you've said that before as well. You've talked about
I
that
said
4-3 for him.
he's a
Yeah.
downhill A gap type player.
Yeah.
Him having to get off of blocks really gives him a hard time. And you can
Yeah.
see it. Like he struggles to get off and then get back into the play.
Well, and I was gonna say, TG, talk about that element as well. When you talk about in a 4-3 as that Mike, he's one gap, he can shoot it and hit it.
He's one
He's
back,
not
one
rocking
gap.
back. But talk about in our
Yeah.
defense the two gap element and why it is a little bit more of a challenge for him.
I mean, you got to think we're in a 3-4 with a 0 and 2-4 eyes. So you got to think he's going to be looking straight at the guards with no protection per se. You know, the basically they line the D tackles up outside the guard or head
Mm-hmm.
up the guard. You know, so these guards or the centers typically get a free run at him.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? He gets a lot of free runs where he has to just deal with a lineman straight up
It's
and down.
one on one right then and there. You got to put them hands on
Yeah,
him. Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, you got to survive for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of one of them things where it's like they got different techniques where he can punch and fall back, or he can rock and fall back, different things like that. But he just loses the ball a lot. That's
Yeah.
kind of his problem. Like I don't know if it's a height thing or it's just a.
Cause see, like part of me when I watch him on tape, I think it is the height because it looks like he gets lost behind some of the linemen. And when you're
Right.
talking about that, okay, let me rock back. If you don't see it, you know you gotta stay in my gap. But it's like, man, if you could just feel it, then you could go ahead and make that play. But that's to me where I see him struggling as well.
Right. And I mean, that's what I see.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen when I watch him. It just seems like I think he knows the defense. He knows where his help is and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He just don't find the ball, and which is very unfortunate. Like, I
Well,
don't even know what I'm
because
trying to say the end. It's just,
you know what? You know the next question because we both had a coach who would always talk about productivity versus potential.
yeah.
You know that's a thing. Like,
I just think he's a 4-3 guy. I
Okay.
think he'll get another shot.
Mhm.
He had that interview. I think that interview is gonna put the nail in the coffin. He didn't really do well with that. But I just know Coach T.
TG,
I
why
know
you
them
gotta be
boys.
so lie about it? Just lie in that second. Like, yo, I thought he killed the interview. I thought he was great. Just give us that
No.
day going, T man. You ain't got the nail in the coffin, man. I don't that
Yeah.
interview. We
shouldn't
all
have did
felt that way, yes, but you can't say it. Dang,
You can't
T.
say that.
Oh, we ain't supposed to. I mean, technically we can. I did. I agree with you.
Oh, everyone's been
but
saying it.
it's making
But
me
you
feel
just-
better, man.
You gotta just know where you at. You know what I mean? And you
Can't
just
play. Can't say
feel-
that here, man.
You just can't feel complacent to be okay with like
Yeah.
it being like that. You know,
Yeah.
like his sense of urgency is not really up, and I
Mhm.
think that's kind of gonna be what people just get tired of it with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his sense of urgency is just not high at all, and it's like
Well,
just
especially
has
here in
to-
Pittsburgh with the passion. The
Yeah.
fan base is too passionate. Football means too much here to not, have that type of detail, that type of urgency every time you're out there.
yeah. So I think you're seeing the last of him. I think if you're able to trade him, you'll see him get traded. But there's some guys stepping up, making some plays. You know, I like the young boy a lot.
Mark Robinson, that's what I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
looked
like
like
him
that
a
best
lot.
of both worlds in a sense, man.
He gives me a Vince type feel.
I
Very
think he's a little more
physical.
athletic though.
I think he is too. I think he's
Yeah.
a upgraded form of it, but
Mhm.
very physical, and he's a player.
Yeah.
You know, So
How long you think until he's caught up, until he's ready to go? Because that's my biggest question when I watch him. I thought first game he struggled with the communication. Him and Buddy Johnson, was a lot of blown assignments out there. But then
he's
that
next to
second
Buddy,
game, right? But then that second game, it looked a lot better. But he did play more next to Spillane. And
Yeah.
I do agree that helps you out a ton when you got somebody that knows what they're doing, know what they're talking about. But how long until you think you can put him out there?
I think you'll see one of them two get in there around week. You'll see a package start to get developed.
Oh, that's
and
how it all
like,
starts.
and something to happen. I don't mean to say it like that.
Why it's got to be the package?
Already,
it's always like that, huh?
Yeah.
We just want to see him out here for a little bit.
He's already in there nicked up a little bit. Yeah. I think once he gives them 1 second to let it go, you'll see it gone. And something happen.
Okay. No, I like that.
You seeing anything in Spillane's game? Because Moats was raving about him last podcast that seems like he's got better in coverage and he's doing things that Devin Bush isn't doing in the run game.
Yeah.
I think Spillane just gives you Spillane knows what he's doing. Yeah. Like, let's just be real. Like, he knows what he's doing. And I think he's one of these dudes, like, he believes he's a hard worker, you know. He's one of these dudes, like, he's going hard every play. He's not too cool to do the unnecessary things. I just think anything that isn't what we're seeing out of Bush is seen as praise. So it's kind of like, you know, he's getting the praise off of Bush's negativity so hard.
You're right.
Yeah, it's one of the things, like, don't fall too in love. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's a good player. But, like, don't let the hatred of one make you love another.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
You know? Like, love his game for his game. Like, let his game develop, too. Because he got some things he got to work on as well. Like, we're 100%. All
100%. Yes.
You know? I really like the Robinson kid, though. I think he's that piece you're looking for. I think he's gonna be the answer to a lot of, because he's physical.
I agree.
Big, he's got good size. He's got a good feel for it. You can see it in his drops. He's got a good feel. I think he's a good player.
I think he plays fast, bro. Yeah. He plays fast,
especially to be as young as he is.
So he didn't play linebacker either. He's played running back most of his career.
I like him a lot. I think he's gonna bring about some situations in there, if that's the right way to put it.
Well, yeah, because, you know, he kind of reminds me of the replaced or healthier version of, like, was it UG3, Ulysses Gilbert III? Like, he was like that pseudo, he could thump a little, he's fast, like, kind of best of both worlds, but for him, he just couldn't stay healthy. I think Mark reminds me of him, just a healthy version right now. But I definitely
think he's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I think they tried to strike with Buddy Johnson last year. That wasn't exactly the one they wanted.
I think he's a little thick. He's a little bigger than. Yeah, he's a little too thick.
He's a little too thick. This is the right combination of can he move and can he hit? Can we hold up in this gap? I think he can handle the 2-gap situation. Yeah. I think he can handle a guard or a tackle just climbing to him right now. I think he can set your defense. I think he helps in the sense of, like, he seems like he got some intelligence to him where he can red right, blue, you know. Yeah. So I don't know. He's high on my next up list. Like, he's really high on my next up list. I think he's the guy.
Okay. Now I like that then. I like that.